If you are in a sexless marriage or relationship, this is just your reminder that, while yes, you cannot force your significant other to sleep with you or be intimate with you, nor should you coerce them into it, because it's their body. They have autonomy over it. It goes both ways, meaning if you are in a monogamous relationship and they're saying that you can't see other people, but they're also not sleeping with you, they are now also controlling your body. So it's perfectly acceptable to leave the relationship if they're not willing to work on it.
So here's the idea. If you as a man, if she gets fat and you don't want to sleep with her, she can then go and cheat on you. That's what she's saying. Okay.
Nobody ever respects me! Why are you breaking up?
My stepmom is mad that my dad won't kick me out. He and I were having an argument, and she decided to butt in and break stuff.
Oh, shit. Because it's either our shit or her face! No, it's not. Calm down. That is so goddamn shit! Calm down. No! Yes.
So here's the idea. When there's a single father, so a father with a stepdaughter and the mom marries in, well, guess what? She wants to she wants to be number one priority. She wants you to kick the kids out of the house. She wants you to change for her. But if it's a single mother, then my children come first, and don't you dare try to make decisions for them. Don't you dare try to make me prioritize anything over my children. You see? Rules for thee, but not for me. I was riding my motorcycle to work when suddenly 911, what's your emergency? I can't get up, I'm down on the side of the road, I can't move. And he got into an accident, okay? He broke an arm, okay? He broke his legs, oh god. At least the swelling's down. Me, I want to see my son, I've been in a serious accident. My mom can't pick him up. My mom can handle everything. I'm assuming you can't go anywhere. You can't take care of yourself. You can't care for your son. That's the X. You can't see your son. In 135 deaths, even near death doesn't make seeing my son possible. So the guy got into a motorcycle accident that was so bad that he was near death, and his ex still wouldn't let him see his son. Okay. So that is the level that some women will be, the vindictiveness that you can see because the legal system favors women so much. Hello and welcome to the Helios blog. My name is Helios, here for another reaction video. If you're new to the channel, liking the content, please hit the sub, hit all for notifications. If you're listening on the podcast, give me a 5-star rating, give me a follow. Also, if you agree or disagree with my points, leave a comment. That's what the comment box is for. And if you'd like to support the channel, I have a Patreon, patreon.com/theheliosblog. All right, let's continue.
New trend. Show a picture of your boyfriend holding a fish, then a picture of him and you.
Okay. Holding a fish and then I don't understand.
Holding a slimy dead.
I don't understand why this is funny. I really don't understand. But anyway, I guess the idea is that guys that catch fish are hunters, and so they're considered more attractive because girls are choosing a lot of these guys that hold fish on their dating profiles. So, I guess I'm not really sure. Okay, let's continue.
Tens of thousands!
Let's agree to disagree right now, okay? Because I know we're going to do it. See, you may have the tens of thousands of women, but I have the tens of thousands of men. What the women aren't telling you is how toxic they were to them. How all the time they were never f***ing good enough no matter how hard they worked. But they got up and went to work when she didn't. And when they tried to escape reality by getting on their Xbox for a few minutes, oh, it was a problem. He wasn't allowed to have his own life. He was a prisoner in his marriage. But he would have dealt with it for more years to come. Because he loves his wife and kids. And he knows as soon as that secret divorce was forced on him, he would lose everything, even his kids. What you don't see, sir, is the injustice that's happening behind a lot of those women that are power tripping. Well, he's going to do what I want or I'm going to get divorced and take the kids. And you know what happens to a lot of those men? They go home to their empty homes and commit suicide. They were never ever good enough.
That's the point of 2022, right? Like, the emasculation of men is all too common, right? And I agree that what the girl's saying. Like, the way that a lot of these marriages in 2022 boil down to is, if he doesn't do what I want, I'm going to divorce him, take the children, get alimony and child support, and I'm going to turn the children against him, right? And men can handle the alimony, child support, etc. But what's difficult for them to handle is that their children start to hate them. Their own flesh and blood, right, is turned against them by manipulation, right? And the state encourages this, right? And that's why the marriage rate right now is 6 out of 1,000. And I think that's 6 marriages too many. You should not be getting married in the West in 2022. Until the laws change, this is a no-go zone for men. You do not get married, you do not cohabitate, you do not have children. If you want to have those things, you can. You make your money in the West, then you move out into a non-Western country, and then you can have your marriage, you can have your family, you can have your children in a place where the laws aren't messed up. I'm telling you guys, if you decide to get married in the West, good luck to you. There's nothing you can do.
Think about it for a minute.
Okay, this girl's just trying to dance for attention on TikTok and messes up.
Probably never pay off my student debt. But I would have sex with a guy if he paid off my student loans. Like, I would never sleep my way to the top, but I would for sure sleep my way to breaking even.
So guys, this is the situation in 2022, right? The girls, they make these terrible decisions, then they expect men to come along and save them from their poor decisions. That's literally 2022 dating in a nutshell. That is how it works. So if you want to save these women, good luck to you. You're going to have a very bad time. Because I don't know if you know Brifault's law. It's spelled B-R-I-F-F-A-U-L-T, Brifault. Brifault's law states that once the benefit has been given to a girl, then the benefit is forgotten, right? There is no appreciation except in the moment, right? So once you pay off the student debt and get that bedroom fund once, then the girl will drop you and go to Chad, right? She's not going to appreciate the sacrifice you made for her. She's going to take it once, trade, and that's it. And she's going to consider it worth it, okay? Just so you know, guys. So again, we're not out here saving girls from their bad decisions. I've already said you should not be like going into art degrees for brainwash studies in 2022. It's stupid. Don't go to university for that. Nobody should do that, man or woman. I'm telling you. But again, if you choose to listen, I mean, it's your life, right? Okay, this is Snapchat, and the guy is calling this girl beautiful. And then
I do not understand why the question when dating is always, can you cook? As if that's the only thing a woman can and should know how to do. I'm about to start asking these men, can you fix a leak?
Do you know how to change a flat tire? Do you know how to build a house? Sir, can you, okay, guys, here's the thing, okay? Men and women are not equal. In order for a man to be in a relationship with a girl, he needs to have a ton of value. He needs to be a winner. He needs to be physically fit. Often he needs to be tall. He needs to make a certain amount of money in order to even meet the bar for what it takes to date women, right? And then women are so entitled in 2022 that they refuse to do any of their part. They refuse to cook. They refuse to clean. They refuse to do anything. And instead, they'll say entitled stuff to you like, how about you do more? That's the implication, right? Like, can you change a flat tire? Can you build me a house? Can you do whatever? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just rules for thee, but not for me, is the idea. All right, let's continue. There's this Asian girl who's showing how much stuff she does to make her appearance beautiful. Oh, and then she changes face. Okay.
This is how we solve all of your problems. He didn't text me back. You have a full roster, okay? You line them up. He ditches you, you grab the next and the next and the next.
Exactly. That describes 2022 dating perfectly, right? The reason why men are not taking girls on $200 dates anymore, right, is because girls have a roster. At the start of relationships, girls have like 10 guys, right? And so because they have like 10 guys, if you pay for a $200 dinner, she'll put you in her phone as free meals, and then she's going to go sleep with the other 10 guys, right? But for you, you're going to get nothing. So don't be that guy, right? She's got a roster. She's going to go from the next to the next to the next. So your early interactions are going to be coffee date. They're going to be a walk in the park. They're going to be as cheap as humanly possible. Because these girls, especially at the beginning of relationships, you don't know if they're a user or not. And so because you don't know if they're a user or not, we're not out here giving girls stuff for free that they don't deserve. I think 6 months is a trial period before you ever take a girl on a nice date, if not more. She needs 6 months of consistent, good, long-term behavior. No red flags, no annoying arguments, no talking back. And then she also has to do this stuff, no male friends, no single female friends. She has to not go on girls' night out, no traveling solo, etc. Like this is the thing. And if she's not going to do that, then okay, then she stays for the streets. Like that is the extent to which you need to do your stuff, man. Because if you're not being careful, you will get destroyed in 2022. The world is that imbalanced against you. Okay, let's continue.
So I'm talking to this girl on Tinder, and we're actually having a really good conversation. And so we decide to meet up, and I know you shouldn't meet up for like nice dinners, but it was going well, and she wanted to try this new place. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just do it. So we go there, and she shows up with like a guy, and I'm like, what's up? Like, who's...
Okay, so wait. We're having such a great conversation is already a sign that she sees you as a useful idiot. Okay? Then she suggests you go to a restaurant. Again, guys, you are the leader of a relationship. You don't do what the girl wants. You do what you want, right? You suggest the place, and if she doesn't want to go on the coffee date or on the walk, well, guess what? Then there is no date. Then you just end it, right? Because look at the usury that happens in 2022. You see? She brings a guy to her first date.
Is this your interpreter? Like, what the f? And she's like, oh, like, this is my date.
This is my boyfriend.
And I'm bamboozled because I'm like, I'm your date. And she goes, well, I wanted it to be like a three-way kind of thing. And I'm like,
wait, what? Okay, that's even worse. This is now polyamory. You see? The girl wants you to be okay with the polyamorous frame, right? So she wants you to go, okay, I'll be the guy that pays for your $300 dinner, and then you can also sleep with this guy, right? That's the implication here. She wants to sleep with the other guy, but she wants the money from you.
What the hell? And I'm just not the kind of person that like can just get up and leave when I'm already like in front of someone. So I stayed through the dinner. It was very awkward. She thought we were both gonna like date her and be her boyfriend at the same time.
Polyamory.
And at the end, she like hands me the check and she's like, do you just want to grab this? What the?
There you go. Entitlement. Dualistic mating strategy. All right. Here's the article I wrote. Subtle signs a girl is cheating on you. Yeah, you see, that last one was really subtle, guys. Really subtle. Many men wonder how it was that their girl cheated on them and why they didn't see the signs. These are signs that are subtle that your girl may be giving you the runaround. Pay close attention to these so you don't get cheated on. Okay, so the first one is she has lots of male friends. If a woman has lots of male friends, it means there's lots of opportunity for her to cheat. You should tell her at the beginning of the relationship that you won't date women with male friends. If she refuses to get rid of them, it's a very good sign that she's sleeping with one of them. Friends with benefits only in this case. Or, you could just end it or choose not to date this particular girl. That's an option too. She starts putting her phone screen down, face down. If your girl was always putting her phone down with the screen up and suddenly she starts putting it with the screen down, it means she's hiding something. Often, that's text from another man. Once again, you should not be in a serious relationship with a woman that would entertain male friends. or more than friends. If she starts doing this all of a sudden, it's a good sign she should be friends with benefits only, or you can just ditch her. She doesn't shave while with you. Number 3. If a woman is very attracted to you, she'll want to look her best for you. That means she'll shave everywhere. If she isn't shaved when she meets you, it means she's likely giving her best to another man that's not you. It's a very bad sign she's cheating on you. Suddenly being cold or suddenly being overly bedroom fun interested. If a behavior from what regularly happened goes to suddenly cold or suddenly very bedroom fun oriented, she's likely cheating on you. Humans are creatures of habit. If her habits suddenly change, it means that her regular habits are being done to another man than you. Pay very close attention to this. She suddenly has to stay out late frequently. If she has never had to work late for her job before, but suddenly she starts having to work late, in quotes, you can be pretty assured that she's cheating on you. She's giving herself good logistics and plausible deniability to cheat. This is especially true if it happens regularly. That means your girl is in for a downgrade, or just get rid of her. She tells you a guy tried to kiss you. Tried to kiss her. If she tells you a guy tried to kiss her, it means she's meeting men one-on-one that aren't you. You can be damn sure that she's giving men opportunity and some are going to take it. This is a huge sign that she's cheating on you or likely to cheat in the future. Women like this are not LTR material. They're not long-term relationship material. She should not have male friends and especially not meet any man one-on-one who isn't you. Friends with benefits only. Or whatever, just drop her. Like, this is so disrespectful. I can't even... Alright, let's go back to the video.
This is the Put a Finger Down Hoe edition. Put a finger down if you've been in more than 10 relationships.
Oh, God.
Put another finger down if you've been in more than 4 relationships in the last year. Put a finger down if you've left someone you're dating to date someone else. Put a finger down if your body count is over 5. Put a finger down if you've texted more than 3 people at once or talked to more than 3 people at once. Put a finger down if you've sent the same message to at least 2 people. Put a finger down if you've dated your ex's best friend. Put a finger down if you've moved on in less than a week. Put a finger down if you've dated someone that your friend liked. Put a finger down if you have a spot that you bring dates. And then put a finger down if you've kissed more than 2 people in 24 hours.
Uh-oh. So you see, like, and actually, that's a really great list. I would recommend that you keep it and you listen for the signs on dates that she's doing this. Texting multiple guys the same message, going to a spot with guys, moving on really quickly. It means that she has a roster, basically. Yeah. So again, this is 2022 dating, guys. Like, this is what it's like. So if you don't like this, I mean, I'm not surprised. But this is how it goes in 2022. Okay, anyway, let's continue. So this girl likes guys who sell illicit substances and guys who are in gangs. She also likes athletes. Wow. What a list. Nothing about education, nothing about income, nothing about personality, nothing about love. It's just are you a guy that sells illicit substances? Okay, you can be with me. Are you a guy who is in a gang? You can be with me. Are you a guy who's highly physically fit? You see what I'm saying, guys? Like, again, if a girl ever implies that she's been with one of these guys, you can be sure she's been with all 3. And not only can you be sure she's been with all 3, you can be sure that she's going to bring some sketchy people into your life. This would be, if I heard in a conversation on the first date any of this kind of stuff, I would not continue the interaction. I would end it there. Like, I would thank her for her time on the date, and I would just leave. I would never even sleep with a girl. I don't want to associate with people that bring sketchy people into my life because I would like to have a good life. So, again, like, it's ridiculous. All right, let's continue.
So, the patriarchy is like a man having his boot on a woman's neck. Feminism is women asking that the boot be removed. Men's rights activists think that having to take their boot off a woman's neck is some sort of reverse oppression. Conservatives figure that there was never a problem with the boot being on the neck until the woman started complaining about it, and if everybody would just shut the f*** up, things would be fine. Good guys take any complaint about the boot as a personal attack because not all men wear boots. Male allies try...
This is ridiculous, guys. Like, again, the guy who is speaking has accepted womanist frame that women were in such a terrible position in the past, that the world was so horrible, and now womanism is righting past wrongs, and it's not true. That is not what the world was like. If that were true, why are women so miserable today? It's because the system was better back then than it is now. If we had misery before, and we have misery now, which is even worse than the misery before, but women are free now, supposedly, in quotes, because they were never free and they still aren't now, then I would prefer the misery that leads to the formation of society and stable families, right? Because this is not working. 2022 dating and how it's going does not work for men or for women. For men, they're walking away because they're seeing how it's unfair and they're being treated like garbage. And for women, they end up alone, miserable at 35 with box wine and cats, having slept with 25 to 50 chads. Like, it's not good for either of them.
To discuss the issue in a way without alienating the boot. Women with internalized misogyny don't know why these other women are complaining about the boot on their neck. They love having the boot on their neck, and there's something wrong with the women who complain. Meanwhile, the boot stays on the f***ing neck.
No. Right now, it's a high heel on men's neck, if you want to use that analogy. So, ridiculous notion. It's not true. That is propaganda. All right, let's do the fake Tinder profile, and then we'll go on to the article. So this is Jordan, 19. Again, these are fake profiles, but there's a lot to learn from these profiles. You can just Google these to find them. So again, they're not real. But in jokes, in satire, there's something you can learn about the real society, right? So here we go. Tinder needs a filter, okay? This is her profile. No ugly guys, not too short, sexy voice, tan, strong muscles and abs, not too much of a, a mean guy. And if you're uglier than your Tinder profile, I'm going to stop talking to you. So again, notice, what is the girl looking for when she's between the ages of 18 to 23? She's looking for a tall, good-looking, sexy voice, tan guys with strong muscles and abs. You see what I'm saying, guys? And then these girls say that they're not interested in appearance, that they're looking for a guy with a great personality, in quotes. And she says not too much of a mean guy. So she's looking for a mean guy too. Do you see what I'm saying, guys? All right. On to the article. 20 reminders every womanist needs, but no one's telling us. Actually, that's not true. But anyway, we'll see here. Number 1, you're brave. Yeah, no one tells womanists they're brave. Okay, in 2022. No. No one tells them. Okay. Being a womanist in a world that so hates women, in and of itself is a brave act. No, the world doesn't hate women. The world hates men right now. Every day that goes by that you apply the ultimate F word to yourself, you're staring the status quo in the face and saying F you. No, you're not. Womanism is the status quo. Number 2, you're doing the right thing. To be honest, I think it's problematic when people tell you in the middle of needing support because you're being yelled at by strangers on Twitter, you must be doing something right. Besides being unsupportive and implying that a word comes with the territory, it's dismissive. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that despite all the dude bros on your Facebook status wanting to play devil's advocate, you're in the right. You're a champion of justice. You see, guys? So this is what they're trying to say. This is what womanism does to brainwash women, right? It tricks them into believing they're doing the right thing when they're ruining themselves. Number 3. Sometimes you're going to mess up. Okay, like everybody tells everybody this. This is a platitude. Okay, next. You can only do so much. From the get-go, let's get some realistic expectations. You're not going to be at every rally. You're not going to participate in every hashtag. You're not going to comment on every breaking news story. You're a human being. And if you're feeling like you're not enough of a womanist because you're not on top of every single call to action, then the movement's not yours. So you can be lazy and not participate in the movement, but still call yourself a womanist. That's the implication here. Number 5, yes, it's hard work. No one said that inciting a revolution would be easy. The revolution has already been incited and has already been completed. The West is a matriarchy, so it's already been won. There's a lot to balance. There's a lot to learn. There's so many issues to choose from to focus on, and you're almost always going to unintentionally leave a group out that you thought was a brilliant campaign. Wanting your actions to align with your values takes a lot of work. Okay. You deserve a break. Okay, this is just ridiculous. You can sign off of Twitter. What is this garbage, guys? You deserve respect. Oh, here we go. You deserve respect. Yeah, you see, like, again, the tenets of womanism are that you get stuff without having to do anything, right? You deserve respect. It's not you have to earn respect. But actually, respect is earned. Respect is not just given, right? So if you want to be a person that's worthy of respect, you have to act in such a way. You can't just get respect for free. You're not going to change everyone's mind. Yeah, like basically womanism is a movement about power, but of course they're not going to convince everyone, because the people that actually know the truth, you know, they're not going to believe it. And then these guys are going to shame and try to manipulate in order to get everyone on their side, right? Again, guys, don't trust the womanist lies. It will lead to your ruin. All right, I think we're going to end the video there. If you're new to the channel, liking the content, please hit the sub, hit all for notifications. If you're listening on the podcast, give me a 5-star review, give me a follow. If you agree or disagree with my points, please leave a comment. That's what the comment section is for. And of course, if you'd like to support me, I have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/theheliosblog. Again, thank you so much for listening. If you took the time out of your busy day, especially if you listened to the end of the video, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please remember to do all of the following. Like the video for the algorithm. Comment on the video. I respond to all comments and I'll give you a heart. Subscribe and hit the bell so you can see my content on your feed. Check out all of my content on other platforms. It spreads the reach of the channel. YouTube, bit.ly/heliosyoutube. Rumble, bit.ly/heliosrumble. My blog is realheliosblog.com. My podcast, bit.ly/heliospodcast. My Patreon, patreon.com/theheliosblog. You can also support the show at bit.ly/heliosdonations and buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. Thank you so much for all of your support.